the news tonight. President Tinubu aligns with Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty. Governor Adeleke sues for peace as the Inspector General of Police orders immediate arrest of Alowole's shooter. Prominent Ugandan opposition figure Kizza Besigye has been kidnapped. Good evening. The major report. I am Babatunde Fanowoko. President Bola Tinubu says world leaders have embraced Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty, an initiative that is spearheaded by Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva at the 19th Group of 20 Summit in Rio de Janeiro. President Tinubu said this while addressing leaders and journalists at the meeting, adding that the bold and visionary steps underscores Brazil's leadership in addressing one of the most urgent and persistent challenges facing the world today. He compared the global initiative to one of the 8 priority areas, expressing Nigeria's eagerness to adopt the international best practices to advance its economic development. According to reports, the African Union, the European Union, 9 financial institutions, 24 international organizations, 31 philanthropic and non-governmental entities are founding members of the Group of 20. In another development, President Bola Tinubu has transmitted the names of 3 nominees for appointment as commissioners in the Independent National Electoral Commission. The President nominated Tukur Yusuf and Professor Sunday Aja as national commissioners to represent the Northwest and Southeast, and Shasheyi Biemi as the resident electoral commissioner for Ondo State. Senate President Godswill Akpabio said that the Senate will consider and confirm the nominees in the usual expeditious manner with the assurances of its commitment to the country. Akpabio referred to the request to the Senate Committee on INEC for further legislative action, while the committee is to report back in 2 weeks. The Independent National Electoral Commission has presented certificates of return to Ondo State Governor-elect Lucky Ayedatiwa and his deputy Adelami Olaide. According to reports, the certificates were presented by the Supervisory National Commissioner for Ondo State, Professor Kunle Ajayi, in Abuja. This comes 4 days after INEC declared the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Mr. Ayedatiwa, the winner of the governorship election held last Saturday, after defeating Agboola Ajayi of the People's Democratic Party and 15 other candidates. The APC candidate won across all the 18 local government areas of the state, polling 366,781 votes against Ajayi's 117,845 votes. Back to Osun State. Osun State government has shed more light on how the new minimum wage of 75,000 naira was adopted and approved by Governor Ademola Adeleke for civil servants in the state. The State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Oluomokola Kwalimi, who confirmed that the new minimum wage got the approval of the governor after the receipt of the Public Service Negotiation Committee's report. According to the statement, the commissioner as one of the members of the committee saddled with the responsibility of working out a good and acceptable template for the new minimum wage, said the team was led by the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Honorable Kazim Akinleye, while that of the Labour was led by the State NLC Chairman, Comrade Christopher Arakpashoku. The statement further revealed that the implementation of the new minimum wage of 75,000 naira for Osun workers is in tandem with commitment to social justice, economic growth, and an enhanced living standard for the state civil servant and the citizenry. Meanwhile, the governor urged all civil servants in the state to improve their services to the public by seeking innovative solutions to ensuring transparency and accountability for the growth and development of the state. Osun State Governor Senator Adeleke has reassured the people of the state that his government will not relent at developing its value chain to enhance the economy. Governor Adeleke gave the reassurance while flagging off the 2024 trade fair in Ido Osun. Said Adeboje has more.
National Market Ido Osun was the venue of the trade fair. It attracted investors and traders who came for the exhibition of their goods. Flagging off the trade fair activities tagged developing Osun local content and value chain to build a sharp prosperity. Governor Adeleke noted that his administration is poised at ensuring that trade and industries are given the necessary attention with a view to developing the state economy. The governor, who spoke through his deputy Prince Kola Adeusi, noted that his administration has built massive infrastructure across the state with a view to encouraging investors and grow businesses in the state. Expressing joy that the recently concluded economic summit is yielding a positive result, the governor maintained that his administration pays premium on agricultural development and patronage of local content in the interest of the state economic growth. He expressed conviction that the state will soon be a toast of other states in the country as its economic booms.
The theme of this trade fair aligns with part of our administration's 5-point agenda, which include boosting the state economy through agro-based industrialization for wealth and job creation. Our objectives as a government are to set an agenda for accelerated industrial investment in Osun State, Nigeria, as well as identify opportunities for transforming Osun State's economy.
In his welcome address, the Commissioner of Commerce and Industry, Reverend Bumi Jenyo, noted that it is imperative to develop local content in every sector to boost the state economy. Reverend Jenyo said that it is apt to note that the present administration is harnessing every resources to ensure that the state grow economically.
We must therefore find ways to diversify our economy from the old sector of non-oil sector. That is, we must diversify from oil sector to the non-oil sector.
In his lecture, Sir Ademola Aladekomo said Osun State is blessed with every potential to be great. He called on individuals to change their mindset from personal interest to mass mobilization and civic education. In their separate speeches, the President of Osun State Chamber of Commerce, Agriculture and Mines, Dr. Olujide, and other stakeholders appreciated Governor Ademola Adeleke for always giving a nod to trade fair as a panacea to growing the state's economy. For OSBC News, this is Said Adeboje reporting.
Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Adewale Egbedun, says 2025 budget defense exercise for ministries, departments, agencies and parastatals of government will commence on the 2nd of December. Honorable Egbedun disclosed this at plenary, noting that the House will be thorough and just while the exercise lasts. Parliamentary reporter Oluwatosin Oladokun has the details.
Osun State House of Assembly joined the seat in reach an advanced stage towards the timely passage of Osun State Consumer Protection Agency Establishment Bill 2024, the bill which received adequate and intensive debate at the Committee of O. When passed into law, it will protect the rights of buyers and expose manufacturers of any substandard products. At the Committee of O, the chairman, Honorable Adewale Egbedun, emphasized the need to fix the clauses and adjust identified gray areas before the final passage of the bill. In the course of the plenary, Honorable Adewale Bedon read before the floor a private member bill, Osun State Broadcasting Corporation Amendment Number 1, Bill 2024, drafted and sponsored by the Chairman House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Honorable Adeleke Oladimeji. According to the bill, Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, when passed into law, tends to enhance nomenclature of the state-owned broadcast outfit by ensuring that 4 general managers' services shall be appointed by governor and shall be the chief executives and accounting officer responsible for the implementation of policies and programs as may affect each of the 4 services in their day-to-day running of the service. However, Osun State House Assembly Speaker Honorable Adewale Egbedon notified our ministries, departments, agencies, and parastatals to make themselves available as 2025 budget defense exercise commences second day of next month.
The appearance of ministries, departments, and agencies, FDAs of government, including state-owned data institutions before this honorable for the presentation of year 2025 draft estimates has been approved to commence on Monday, 2nd December 2024.
Oluwatosin Oladokun, OSBC News.
Amidst tension in Osun State, Governor Adeleke has called for peace to allow the authorities to investigate and deliver justice on the attempted murder of the State Motor Transport System Chairman, Mr. Alowonle Inyoda. This is contained in a statement by the spokesperson to the State Governor, Malam Olawale Rashid, as he pleaded with the state transport workers not to take laws into their hands and allow the government to address the issue for justice to prevail. Governor Adeleke noted that he had spoken to the Inspector General of Police and that immediate actions have been directed by the police authorities to bring to book those who shot the chairman of the State Park Management System. Meanwhile, a group known as Concerned Osun Civil Society Groups has demanded the immediate arrest and prosecution of the officer in charge of the anti-kidnapping unit of the Nigerian Police, SP Moses Loho, over the shooting of the chairman of the Osun State Park Management System, Nuruddin Alowonle, by men of the anti-kidnapping squad headed by the former. The spokesperson for the group, Comrade Stephen Olanrewaju, made this known during a press conference in Osogbo as a call for the urgent intervention of the Inspector General of Police, Kaode Egbetokun. Oluchi Amuda has the details.
The controversy surrounding the shooting of the chairman of Osun State Park Management System, Nuruddin Alowonle, by the men of the anti-kidnapping squad headed by SP Moses Loho is far from being over, as a group known as the Concerned Osun Civil Society Groups has called for the immediate arrest and prosecution of the officer in charge of the anti-kidnapping squad, Moses Loho. While speaking at the press conference in Osogbo, the spokesperson for the group, Comrade Stephen Olanrewaju, stated that before the shooting of Alowonle, there were widespread allegations of high-handedness, indiscriminate arrests, extortion, and unannounced killings by the same anti-kidnapping unit of Osun Police Command, led by Moses Loho.
Many questions are begging for answers from the police. What was the business of the anti-kidnapping squad in intervening in a domestic matter? Was it because it was Alowonle, a passive grassroots mobilizer for the Adeleke administration? Is this the beginning of the threat to capture Osun State, issued by the chairman of the ruling party at the national level ahead of the 2026 elections? One fundamental question to ask is, why are the police not interested in investigating and prosecuting Alowonle on the allegation of gun running, as claimed, instead of attempting to kill him?
The group called on the Inspector General of Police, Kaode Egbetokun, to conduct thorough investigation of the matter and ensure that justice is served, just as it's threatened that if Moses Law is not removed within a week, it will embark on a mass protest that may lead to another round of End Bad Governance protests.
We seek the immediate removal of law. We recall that not quite long ago, some members of various political groups perceived to be against the current federal government were arrested on the orders of SP Law in connection with some political actors to silence opposition voices ahead of the 2026 election. We wish to also urge the IGP to caution his men in Osun against any form of extrajudicial killings witnessed in time past, as it can further disrupt the peace of the state. You will all recall that the NSAS protest was about the over-seriousness of law enforcement agents as peace-loving and law-abiding citizens of the state. We urge the police to maintain its constitutional role of maintaining law and order and securing the lives and property of the people.
The concerned Osun civil society groups urged political actors to stop using law enforcement agents to clamp down on soft targets, especially their perceived political enemies, adding that politics is to serve the people, and police officers who swore to protect Nigerians must resist every attempt to be used as agents of destabilization. Oluchi Amuda, OSBC News.
In the meantime, the Inspector General of Police, Kaudi Egbetokun, was directed that the case involving the police shooting of Nuruddin Yoda, chairman of the Osun Transport Management System, be transferred to the force headquarters in Abuja for investigation. Deputy Public Relations Officer of the Police, Emmanuel Giwa, confirmed this to journalists in Abuja. It was reported that the Transport Union chairman was on life support at the State Teaching Hospital after the police anti-kidnapping squad arrested him while they claimed to have shot him when he tried to escape. Reports say the IGP ordered the arrest of the head of the anti-kidnapping squad in Osun State, Moses Loho, and members of his team for their involvement in the shooting. It was observed that the road transport workers suspended their activities in protest against the police shooting of their chairman. A special squad of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has announced that 7 of its officers are missing after neutralizing 59 bandits who ambushed them in Kaduna State. Corps Public Relations Officer Babawali Afolabi said the incident occurred shortly after conducting a patrol of the National Grid installation in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. He added that the convoy of the Special Monitoring Squad, comprising of 9 officers and 71 other ranks drawn from the Commandant General, Special Intelligence Squad, CGSIS, operatives, FCT Command and Kaduna State Command respectively, were ambushed at Farin Kaza area of Chikun local government area in Kaduna State. Recall that the nation experienced total blackouts recently due to the incessant collapse of the national grid as a result of continuous attacks on the facilities by bandits, a development which led to the setting up of the Special Monitoring Squad by the Commandant General, Dr. Ahmed Audi. In the meantime, the Commandant General described the attack on NSCDC personnel as callous, unfortunate, and an attack too many on security operatives who are sworn to defense of the country. The Senate has removed the chairman of the Code of Conduct Tribunal, Danladi Umar, over alleged gross misconduct. Reports say the motion leading to Umar's removal was sponsored by the Senate leader, Honorable Kwayemi Bamidele, who highlighted the pivotal role of the ECCT in maintaining high standards of morality and accountability in government. According to Honorable Bamidele, the decision was made pursuant to Section 157, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, which empowers the Senate to remove key public officials following due process. The sacking followed a closed-door session lasting over 1.5 hours upon resumption of plenary, as the Senate announced that more than 84 lawmakers supported the decision. You are welcome to our sports segment. brilliant solo effort from Samuel Chukwueze had given Nigeria the breakthrough in the 59th minute, but two quick fire goals from Amavubi silenced the Nigerian home crowd and added a historic win to the Rwandans in the AFCON qualifier game. Fine game in Uyo. Abayomi Adeyemi has the details and others from the sports scene.
The emotional farewell held in Malaga marked the end of a journey that saw Nada claim 22 Grand Slam titles and leave an indelible mark on the sport. In what would be his final professional match, Nada faced Baltic Vande Zamskop and lost 6-4 as the Malaga crowd rallied behind the hero, chanting Rafa. The retirement ceremony that followed was filled with tributes from fellow tennis greats, including Roger Federer, and left Nada visibly emotional from his first Davis Cup appearance in 2004 to his final match. Nada's contributions to tennis have been unparalleled, with an all-time Davis Cup singles record of 29-2. Nadal also captivated his fans worldwide with his signature face, pumps, and never say die spirit. Despite the win, the Rwandans did not make it to the competition as they fell short to Benin Republic, who picked the group's second ticket. The Super Eagles came into the game already qualified for the 2025 AFCON after Libya's win against Rwanda. The first half saw the Super Eagles create some chances but lacked the cutting edge to finish off as both teams entered the tunnel all square after failing to find the net. On the resumption of the second half, the game continued without many chances for either side as AC Milan's Chukwueze picked a loose ball right at the center and wiggled his way past three Rwandans before hitting the target 1-0 to the home side. However, the East Africans struck back through Mutazinzi Ange, who plays for Azerbaijan Premier League club. Abayomi Adeyemi, reporting for OSBC News.
And on the foreign scene, wife of prominent Ugandan opposition figure said her husband, Kiza Besige, has been kidnapped during a book launch in the Kenya capital, Nairobi, and has been transferred to a military jail in Kampala, Uganda. Bumi Agbola has details on this.
The wife of a prominent Uganda opposition figure, Winnie Yaima, who is the executive director of UNIHATE, has called for the immediate release of her husband that his family and lawyers have demanded to see him. Report says one of his lawyers has since confirmed the E6 detention as he is expected to appear in a military court for an initial hearing. Meanwhile, Bisiek, who has been arrested dozens of times, was Museveni's personal doctor in the 1980s when the now president was still an insurgent leader. He has since become a vocal critic of the president's authoritarian rule and has faced numerous legal battles over his criticism of Museveni's and his policies. However, Museveni's government has been accused of repeated human rights violations against opposition leaders and supporters, accusations it has denied. The humanitarian medical organization Medicine Sans Frontières has suspended its operations in the Haitian capital, Port-au-Prince, following a violent attack on its staff and the alleged killings of two patients that were treated by Haitian police officers. The incident took place as violence continued to worsen in the country as an estimated 25 people have been killed in Port-au-Prince in what police say was a fourth attempt at a gang invasion of a wealthy neighborhood. Politically, the situation also remains critical, with interim Prime Minister Gary Connell fired this month by the country's ruling council, which was less than 6 months after he took office. Meanwhile, MSF says one of its ambulances carrying 3 young men with gunshots was stopped by Asian law enforcement officers, removed 2 of the patients, took them outside hospital grounds, and executed them. The neighborhood was cordoned off after residents barricaded streets, some armed with machetes and makeshift weapons in an apparent effort to prevent a gang invasion. Angela Agbola reporting for OSBC.
We beg your pardon, that report was actually delivered by Angela Agbola. And with that, we've come to the end of the major report on OSBC TV. It was edited by Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. I am Babatule Fanopo saying thank you for watching. Good night.
Osun State government, under the leadership of Governor Adeleke, is calling on the general public to note that any building constructed without building plan clearance within areas defined as the capital territory is illegal. This is against the law to construct on the road, power line, rail line, or riverside bar. All dilapidated buildings, with or without bushes surrounding them, should be cleared by the owners to prevent them from posing security threat to their neighbors. It is compulsory for developers to construct gate channels at the point of their land before obtaining land use clearance. It is compulsory to obtain conversion of land use permits. Placement of building materials, especially sand, gravels, rubbles on roads or drainages within Osun State Capital Territory is highly prohibited. Parking of granite vehicles on roads is no longer allowed. Owners of structures are enjoined to obtain building plan clearance at the Osun State Capital Territory Development Authority behind NUJ Press Center, Technical Area, Osogbo, on or before 15 December 2024. Failure to do so will attract appropriate sanctions from the government, as the agency will embark on Operation Show Your Building Plan at the expiration of this deadline. Announcer, Management.
Hey stars, get more value for your money with the Star Times Upgrade promo. Recharge 1 month on Nova, Basic or Classic bouquet and get upgraded to the next bouquet to enjoy exciting top shows like Eating Shows.
Even if something happens between you.
What is a crowd? Celebrity cook-off.
Okay, viewers.
Now, by the time we use half of it, the food will sweet well.
Price of passion and more. If you're on the super bouquet, recharge for 1 month and get an extra 5 days free. La Liga is back on Star Times. Anticipate, get ready. It's big. This offer starts from June 13th to August 15, 2024. Recharge now and